Hello, my name is Wayne Jones, or Jones, depending on whether or not you can read, and I'm here to say a few words, a testimonial, if you will, about my experience running the inaugural Blue Ridge Mountain Marathon. I completed the course this year in 4 hours, 13 minutes, and 30 seconds, and I'm sticking with my chip time because it's much less embarrassing than my gun time of 4 hours, 13 minutes, and 33 seconds. Anyway, I've run probably maybe 25 or 30 marathons, and certainly if you're a serious marathon runner, this is an event that you want to participate in. You really can't compare it to any other marathon that you've run before because you're going to be going up and down two mountains. It's a very tough and challenging course. So, for example, you might be talking to someone who is looking to qualify for the Boston Marathon, and they talk about, is this a Boston qualifier? Well, no. If you're looking for flat and fast, this isn't that course. Or maybe you are talking to someone who has run the Boston Marathon, and they'll say something like, well, I trained hard for Boston, but I was able to get through Heartbreak Hill. That's one of the toughest parts, legendary Heartbreak Hill on the Boston Marathon. And then you can reply, oh, yes, well, I ran the Blue Ridge Mountain Marathon. We don't really have a Heartbreak Hill there, but we did have to run up and down two mountains. So you have your Heartbreak Hill at Boston. We have two mountains at the Blue Ridge Mountain Marathon. Another thing to mention is that there's very low bozo factor on this course. So, for example, I live in Los Angeles. We have a big city marathon, the Los Angeles Marathon, that everyone loves. It's a very popular course, but a lot of people do what I did the first time I ran the LA Marathon, and they don't really train for it. So you get a lot of people out there who aren't really prepared for what they've gotten themselves into running a marathon, and you wonder what these folks are doing running a marathon. That does not happen when you're running the Blue Ridge Mountain Marathon. In fact, there was an extraordinarily low did not finish number because I think people knew what a serious event running the Blue Ridge Mountain Marathon was, and I was really impressed. Every runner I talked to along the course, and I talk a lot, told me of the training, of the work that they did to get ready for this marathon. So people take this event very seriously, and it's good to be out there with people who've done their homework and know what they're getting into. And then the final thing I would mention is the course, while you do run through the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains, it's stunning to be out there. You really feel privileged when you're going up and down those mountains because you don't really get an opportunity to go out and run on the parkway like that. You work your way through Franklin Road, which to me was probably one of the toughest parts of the course because there isn't as much to see or do when you're taking that long, mile or mile and a half stretch up Franklin Road. Then you get to go through the residential area, you get to finish up. But the course starts and finishes right in downtown Roanoke, which meant that we could afford ourselves the opportunity to really, dine at some of the finest restaurants in the Roanoke Valley. So, of course, the day before the event, we went to the Roanoke Weenie Stand. And who am I kidding? When we needed carbs, we went to the Texas Tavern. And in fact, I saw the owner of the Texas Tavern, Matt, along the course, and he ran much, much faster than I did, which makes me think that the secret to running a good quality marathon is more chili. But it was a great event. After the marathon was over, we were able to go to the Vinton Dogwood Festival where we had more hot dogs. So I love it. I look forward to running the Blue Ridge Marathon again in 2011 and hope to see you out there on the course.